One season, two men had to hitchhike all the way from South Africa to Norway. In another, contestants were stranded on a desert island and told to build a raft to escape. These weren't just challenges, they were life or death situations.
Today we got TV's most disturbing reality TV shows.
MILF Manor.
MILF Manor.
Google MILF Manor and you'll see headlines like MILF Manor is the worst thing I watched this year. MILF Manor is a show that should not exist and everyone involved is going.
Look, Aaron's cool closer. Wait.
Going straight to hell. And people might have not been overreacting. Their biggest problem was the show's insane concept. MILF Manor was a dating show that premiered in January 2020.
This is a newer show. This show I remember seeing.
I don't remember this.
It followed 8 women in their 40s and 50s who wanted to date younger men. So the producers handpicked a group of guys who seemed like perfect matches.
Please head to the house where you will meet the new men in your life. Let's go!
But as soon as the guys walked out, the show took a disgusting turn.
Woo!
That's my mom right there.
These weren't just random young men. They were the contestants' own sons. They were the...
What the f?
So not only was these freaky mother lovers trying to get with the younger, they had to watch their son try to get with some of the women that they was sharing the house with. Oh!
Sons of the older women. That meant that every son had to watch his mother flirt, kiss, and date right in front of him. And the moms had to watch their sons do the same.
I knew my son Gabriel was going to be in Mexico with me. I thought he was going to be on a separate dating retreat, but he's in my dating pool.
But that was just the beginning.
No, that's evil.
What do you mean just the beginning?
That's evil.
Instead of giving everyone separate rooms, the producer forced each mother and son to share a bedroom. So if a mom wanted alone time with one of the other guys, she had to kick her son out. Viewers were
No way! So you knew when your mama was getting plowed by your peers.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'd have whipped everything that day one. I'm getting the greatest. Everybody getting the $1.50. Everybody getting the $1.50.
Okay, Joker.
They kicking us out. Hey, they kicking me and her out there, you heard me?
That's what you want, though. That's what you want. Nah, that's nuts. That's nuts.
horrified, calling the show demented and weird.
It is.
However, for the mothers and sons,
It's demented and weird, but that's great reality.
That's great TV.
That's great TV. I can't even say you wrong. Oh, you are wrong. But I can't. That's great.
on the show, the experience was worse. By the second episode, one of the sons was left legitimately traumatized after finding out what his mother did. The producers needed to keep the show exciting. Traumatized after finding out what his mother did. The producers needed to keep the show exciting. So in every episode, contestants were forced into awkward challenges. In episode 2, they had to guess each other's inappropriate secrets. That meant that sons had to sit there and listen to their mom's bedroom experiences and vice versa. Obviously,
I would.
Oh,
In GTA.
it did not end well. During the challenge, one of the moms confessed to doing something with her son's best friend.
Okay, my secret is I with your best friend.
The son was speechless. He later told the show producers that he felt traumatized by the savage news.
This is something I never saw coming. I did not expect this at all, 0%.
That scene went viral and got everyone
she was proud of it. She was proud of it. Nah, L mom. I said L mom. She was already L for even coming on the show because I'm pretty sure the women knew what they was coming here for.
talking. Someone tweeted the pain in his face when his mom reveals her secret. MILF Manor is going to ruin these families, but instead of hurting the show, the negative publicity helped it grow. Soon, MILF Manor was one of the most popular shows of 2023. It was a train wreck, impossible to watch, yet impossible to look away from. This tweet said it best: MILF Manor being the single most demented, sick, and twisted television show put in television in the past 20 years. OMG, I will be seated for every episode.
Bro, it's that, okay, I am not trying to defamate anybody out there. And I ain't trying to defecate on anybody. What I'm about to say.
What you about to say, Toy?
But it's like the rumor that was going around that August Alsina was sleeping with Jaden Smith. And Jada...
You mean Jada?
No.
Huh? Huh? Wait. Huh?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
The son?
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
The rumor that's recently come out is that Jaden
son
Smith
is disowning himself. He leaving like a dad going for milk.
Jaden Smith, the story that's recently came out, and I don't know if it's true or what's the validity, but the story is that Jaden Smith and August Alsina had a thing going on. And Jada Pinkett was like, no, I want that. And that's where the entanglement came from. That's also why August was there, because they were friends. But Jada was like, nah, from the stories, and this is shit I've been seeing on TikTok. I don't know how true it is. I ain't look it up. I don't want to know. But it also has come out that August did say that he was, you know what I'm saying? And this is what that made me think of. This made me think of like, oh, this is the, yeah.
Boys, it's time. Stop feeling so timid. Stop feeling so shy. Stop feeling so down on your luck. You need some confidence. You need some drip. And what better way to do that than to go to InternetCity.store, cop the merch. We got that one in white, this one in green, this one in black. Go ahead and get that. As a matter of fact, there we go. I knew it. I knew it had some luck, you know what I'm saying, going on today. Look, if you go to InternetCity.store, grab the merch, you are officially part of the What It Do crew. You're officially one of the City Boys, and I can't wait to see you as a part of this cult. This cult.
I don't think I would follow you as a cult leader.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, join the cult. Go to InternetCity.store. What you waiting on? See ya.
The first season, which aired on TLC, accumulated more than 45 million views. But people weren't watching because they liked MILF Manor. They watched just to complain.
It seems to be unanimously the most show I've ever seen.
The backlash didn't stop the producers from releasing MILF Manor Season 2 in 2024. This time, the single women were pursued by younger men and their fathers. Still weird, but in a different way. MILF Manor has a 14% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. And although it hasn't been confirmed, there's a chance MILF Manor Season 3 is already in the works.
They already filmed it.
It's out?
They are. No, I'm just saying. I just know they already. Bro, y'all think that show didn't make them money? That is the most sick, twisted, demented.
Nigga, dead versus son. Bro, that would fuck me up, nigga. That'd fuck my dead fucking my woman.
Bro.
I'm telling you, I could be on. This always brings me back.
The crazy part is, they knew to do it MILF Manor because they knew if they reverse it,
it was sick.
It wasn't
getting
off the ground.
You know what this brings me back to? That Montoya nigga.
Oh, that Mexican show?
Nigga. Boy, what was it? Love Island? I think that was called Love Island. Boy, look, let me tell you something. Let me understand me. If that was me, no one is leaving this island alive.
Oh man.
The show was a train wreck, but the worst part, these women had no control over their privacy. And that's not just a reality TV problem, it is an internet problem. Data brokers sell our found in or to try is exposed. If I did this earlier, chaos because it involved kids, but the producers went ahead and made it anyway. Kid Nation. In 1954, someone wrote a book about kids trying to survive without adults. It was called Lord of the Flies. In the story, a bunch of kids decided to create their own society on an island. But before long, everything falls apart. Tempers flare, they turn on each other, and their society descends into chaos. So everyone was shocked when CBS announced a reality show about kids building their own society. They called it Kid Nation. And no surprise, it was a complete disaster.
Welcome to Kid Nation.
Kid Nation was filmed in an empty town in New Mexico. 40 of America's smartest children were dropped off and told to run the town for 40 days. There were no adults to help them, just a camera crew who stayed out of the way. The kids were between the ages of 8 to 15.
Imagine a world with no adults. Just 40 kids with a chance to build their own society.
Our work is cut out for us.
City kids, country kids.
Kinda get it, I think the scale was probably too big.
Yeah, it was too grand of a scale.
On a small scale, it seemed like a fun idea. Or it's like
the scale's too grand with no safety net.
Yeah. I feel like that's probably what the problem.
Rich, poor, and everything in between.
At first, it felt like
I would love to. As a kid, I would have loved to try it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be complete. You want to be on a show where you try to survive without adults? Sure. Yeah, of course.
Adventure. The kids were in charge, making their own rules. But then everything started to go wrong. The problem started on day 1. As soon as they arrived, the kids were given their first physical challenge: haul all of their food and supplies to the abandoned town in the middle of the desert heat. But that was just the tip of the iceberg.
I'm not gonna be with my parents. There's no adults, and I think I'm gonna die out here because there's nothing.
You say that, twin. He was being up with a smile. With a smile. I might die. With a smile.
When it was bedtime, they were given paper-thin, dirty mattress pads to sleep on.
Dirty?
Food wasn't any better. They were only given canned goods and dried beans and had to learn how to prepare their own meals.
Well, when we first started planning for dinner, I realized that a lot of us haven't done anything like this before.
Then there was the issue of medical care. With no parents around, they were left to treat their own injuries. Medics were on standby, but they only stepped in when things got really bad. With each passing day, Kid Nation got more chaotic. Kids ate with their hands because there were no clean dishes. Fights broke out, and someone was always complaining about something.
I don't see any food. No food. It looks like all our laundry and all our water is frozen in.
But instead of stopping the show, producers just recorded the chaos. And then the police arrived to shut it all down. A few weeks into filming, New Mexico officials received an anonymous complaint about the conditions at Kid Nation. When inspectors showed up to investigate, they were turned away several times. Eventually, the show's producer were able to get law enforcement to back off. So, the mayhem continued.
I think the town definitely really needs some law and order because the people are just doing whatever they want.
You gotta. It has to be a
It's a thin
threshold.
line. Yeah.
You gotta have
just enough
chaos. But you, like, for example, with the medics, you can't let these motherfucking kids be out here not treating scratches and shit so it don't get
tetanus.
Like that's what I'm, like. You got them in this old abandoned town, bro. Why you couldn't put them in a regular house, my nigga? Why you couldn't? Maybe 40 was too many kids. Maybe we could have stopped at like 15.
Hey, somebody found out where this abandoned town is and found out if it's still there.
Maybe we could have. You know that.
Somebody find us an abandoned town.
You know that set.
I am so serious. Find us an abandoned town.
It wasn't around back then, but there's like this thing in Dallas or somewhere in Texas. It's like a indoor city for kids. Or whatever that like Preston rented it out.
Oh yeah,
like throw them in somewhere that's not the middle of the fucking desert with 40. Like, come on, you gotta have like a threshold for like certain things with kids, bro.
The kids formed their own government by electing a town council, but all it did was create new problems and fights.
I find that really funny that you say you were nice to everybody on day 1. You treat me like I'm not gonna treat you good.
The show lasted 6 weeks, but if things got too...
What the hell just happened?
Chat, we here?
The hell just happened?
Chat, we here?
Too intense, any child could choose to go home. So 3 kids quit before the show officially ended. Kid Nation finally aired on CBS in September 2007, and it caused an uproar. Viewers weren't just shocked, they accused the show of breaking the law. Child safety advocates accused the show of violating child labor laws. But the network saw this coming and made sure they were protected. CBS defended Kid Nation, claiming the set was more like a summer camp rather than a place of employment. Before filming, they also had the kids' parents sign a 22-page waiver giving up all rights to sue. Still, viewers complained that this show was too reckless and that contestants could have been seriously hurt. The backlash was so intense that CBS never made a second season. This next show took the idea of beauty and pushed it way too far. The Swan. What happens when you mix plastic surgery and beauty pageants? You get this horrible show. The Swan was a reality show where women got plastic surgery to compete in a beauty pageant. And every step...
MILF Manor. Crazy. Great TV. Kid Nation. decent idea, took it too far.
Simple Jack, at me on Twitter with it. I mean, not Twitter, at me on Discord.
The Swan? Too far on all levels.
What?
Too far on all levels. Because what the fuck is we doing?
Of the process was recorded for the world to see. But what aired on TV was so unsettling, it was called the most sadistic reality series.
They probably was in the, because you know some TV shows, they be showing the.
Yeah. And it's probably like, they probably got people who like felt some type of way about themselves. And like,
yes, they play on, they get people on purpose, like certain people on purpose.
Decade. Each episode began with the show selecting women they called ugly ducklings.
Hair, I feel completely unbearably disgusted with myself.
For 3 months, these women went through an extreme makeover with a team that included a personal trainer, therapist, dentist, and cosmetic surgeons. But the biggest part of their transformation involved plastic surgery.
Women went under the knife for dramatic transformations, going from ugly ducklings, that's the phrase the show used, to beautiful swans.
Contestants got new noses, cheeks.
And then you know what's crazy? I guarantee you 80 to 90% of the people that was probably on this show just needed a hairstyle change, a wardrobe change, some learning how to do makeup a certain way. They didn't need all this.
Or even like hitting the gym.
Or even like some body comp from the gym. They like, bro.
Implants, lip injections, and other jobs, all done at the same time. It wasn't fun. Contestants were pressured into surgeries they didn't want. One woman was scolded by one.
Nigga, did you see that? They had her working out with the surgery shit still on her face.
It wasn't fun. Contestants were pressured into surgeries they didn't want.
Oh shit. Oh my God.
One woman was scolded by one of the plastic surgeons for refusing a nose job. Another woman felt mounting pressure from the show to continue getting more work done to her body. But things didn't get any easier after the surgeries either. For 3 months, contestants were completely isolated from their friends and family, only allowed brief phone calls each week. But the strangest part was that they weren't allowed to literally see themselves. Every mirror they came across was covered. On top of that, they endured intense workouts, strict diets, and therapy sessions. If they didn't keep up, the coaches would tear into them. One contestant was harshly scolded just for ordering cream cheese.
Fuck this. We had a Netflix documentary on Biggest Loser. Fuck that. We should have had one on this. Because if the Biggest Loser...
I don't think this... How recent is this?
What you mean?
This
show?
Yeah.
Early 2000s.
Oh yeah, they should have did this.
Yeah. Nigga, Biggest Loser went too far. And that was only weight loss. That was like super pressure, crazy diets just to make sure they lost weight. They doing the same shit, but with plastic surgery and no mirrors and the same workouts and probably the same kind of diets. This is nuts. And the diet's probably even crazier because they not big people.
They trying to get them super skinny for the pageant. And you know what's the worst part, bro? And
Kardashian assimilated.
The worst part about this, and I just thought about it. They put you through all this pain and torture just for there to be losers. Not everybody's going to be a winner.
Somebody got to lose.
So you did all that to still not feel good about yourself. It's such a psychological thing because it's like, oh, I did all this surgery and lost all this weight, but I'm still not attractive. I still don't look good enough to win. That is psychological warfare. That is sick.
That is sick and sick.
It was a complete emotional shock. At the end of the 3 months, their final transformation was revealed. It was like going to bed and waking up looking like a different person.
No way. Oh my God.
But the show wasn't over yet. Each season...
Bro, imagine seeing yourself at the end and not liking it because you ain't seeing yourself this whole time. Imagine seeing yourself and not liking it. That's sick, bro.
9 contestants were chosen to move on to the Swan Beauty Pageant. Those who didn't qualify for the pageant were simply sent home with no further support. That was pretty cruel considering they just went through life-changing surgeries.
And the people that they bring onto the show to undergo all these procedures do have sometimes profound psychological issues that they need help to work through. And this is not something that you can do in a 2.5-month program.
Some contestants later said they struggled with depression after the show ended. But the show didn't care. They focused on the women who made it to the Swan pageant. And for those women, well, things didn't get any better for them either. Instead of celebrating each contestant's journey, the show turned their transformations into a competition, adding more pressure to an already stressful experience.
And we've been, relying on each other, and then all of a sudden, they're going to pit us against each other, not by our choices.
The Swan pageant was a standard beauty contest with categories like evening gown, swimsuit, and lingerie. Whoever was considered the most transformed woman at the end was crowned the winner. The first season premiered in April 2004, and it was a hit, averaging 9.1 million viewers a week.
Bro, why y'all? Bro, I hate these older generations that be talking about the type of shit that we watch and listen to and our trends and all of this. You niggas was sick fucks. You niggas was sick fucks. I would much rather watch MILF Manor than The Swan. Y'all had these people fucking playing on their psychological and mental issues and insecurities and making them do fucking plastic surgeries.
To make millions, and them people ain't walk away from them shows with nothing.
Even Biggest Loser. I mean, we was kids. I was like, oh, Biggest Loser, they ain't really shit. They just losing weight. But then you see the truth behind the shit. Y'all niggas crazy.
Despite the high ratings, it also received a ton of negative comments.
The show stirred a major controversy, particularly over the ugly duckling crack.
Critics called it hurtful and repellent. Mental health experts said it promoted dangerous beauty standards.
Yes.
But the whole setup and the people standing back there, it seems so contrived and fake that I just don't like it.
Even plastic surgeons spoke out, saying it was risky to put contestants through so many surgeries in such a short time. After 2 seasons of non-stop criticism, The Swan was canceled. But as time passed, its reputation only got worse. Entertainment Weekly ranked it the worst reality television show ever produced. This next show wasn't just deemed disturbing by the public. I think we can all agree that the premise itself was meant to be as shocking as possible. My Strange Addiction. Every episode.
These niggas, Strange Addiction.
Sickos, bro.
Boy.
Sickos.
And the crazy part is, this comes nowhere near that Swan. No. Hey, Swan gotta be top 3 worst. And I need to know what's touching it. Cause nigga, Strange Addictions, the reason I say it's not near, cause I'm pretty sure most of the shit was fake, and they was just doing it like, oh, I'm eating bedding. I'm eating bedding.
I also think the other craziest part about all this shit, bro, is when you think about reality TV, these people aren't making no money.
Nothing.
Just the companies, bro.
Guess we back again with Gamer Subs. What's up, Chad? You might be asking how did Conor McGregor get here? You're asking too many questions. The boys over at InternetCity have teamed up with Gamer Subs. If you go to gamersubs.gg/InternetCity right now, you can get 10% off. I'm talking flavors like raw meat, guacamole, gamer fart. And these two right here, we got the nuclear station and chug juice. You either go, or I'm gonna go with you. Guess who's back again!
Of My Strange Addiction was either tragic, creepy, or shocking, sometimes all 3. The show traveled across the country searching for people with the strangest addictions imaginable. The producers didn't want common struggles like gambling or substance use. They wanted addictions that would shock viewers to the core. And for 6 seasons, My Strange Addiction delivered exactly that, showcasing the strangest addictions ever seen on TV. One of the most unforgettable episodes followed a woman named...
Oh my God!
Wait, play it.
You know her.
I'm trying to.
Cassie. She recently lost her husband.
No, she the
and
ashes.
In grief, she became addicted to eating his ashes.
First, I lick my finger.
She the ashes.
And I don't just dip it in. I swirl around to kind of feel and get it caked on there good. and then I just ate it.
Then there was Nathaniel, who was in a romantic relationship with his car. He kissed the car, took it on dates, and even got intimate with it.
Love you, baby. It was love at first sight. His body and then his interior and everything just together just seemed to fit. And I just felt an instant connection.
Some addictions were more about appearances. One man spent thousands of dollars on surgery to look like a celebrity.
Some people buy fancy cars. You gotta be shitting me. You gotta be shitting me, boy.
Cars or fancy mansions, and what I do with my money is I get surgery to look more like Justin Bieber.
Then there was a woman who ate beds, literally.
I feel like this one was fake.
My name is Jennifer, and I'm addicted to eating mattresses.
Some of these addictions were
You wrong.
just strange, they were dangerous. A woman named Lori couldn't fall asleep without her blow dryer turned on next to her. Firefighters warned her it was a serious fire hazard, but she couldn't stop.
She, one night, turned on this blow dryer, and the sound of it, the warmth of it, just instantly put me to sleep. And from that night forward, I was hooked.
The show quickly became a hit. With each episode, the addictions got stranger and more shocking. But then, one addiction was so bizarre that viewers started to wonder if the entire show was fake. In season 3, episode 27, a woman appeared on the show with a not-so-safe craving.
My name is Shannon. I'm 20 years old, and I'm addicted to drinking
Yo,
gasoline.
I thought it was sniff. I thought she was gonna say sniffing it.
You can't.
I thought
you can't, right?
You no.
I thought it's impossible.
Not how she. You know what I'm saying?
This episode was so outrageous it made people start asking questions. A core user wrote, "Can someone actually drink gasoline daily without ending? I just can't believe she's walking and talking normally. This has to be fake, right?" That person wasn't alone. On Reddit, there was a whole conversation about if the show was fake. I mean, how could someone eat a mattress and not end up in the hospital? And that led to an even bigger question. If these addictions were real, was the show actually helping anyone, or just using their struggles for entertainment? Most shows
They were just using these people, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like if they had 6 seasons, I feel like season 1 was probably mostly real.
And then they started
season 2, they was like, oh shit, this shit a hit. They finally found a couple real ones in season 2 and was like, we need to mix in some.
What's something outlandish?
What's something outlandish? And then they.
I fuck Legos.
3 to 6 was like 98% fake. Yeah, I guarantee it, bro.
Shows about addiction try to help people recover. My Strange Addiction didn't. It just filmed their struggles and moved on. The show pretended to care. Toward the end of the show, a therapist is usually brought in to assess the addiction and advise on the best course of action for the individuals to take. But most of the time, the therapist's advice wasn't helpful. One critic said it best: "Afflictions are fascinating, but too much time is spent gawking at their odd behavior as opposed to treating it. Only in the final moments do therapists pay a visit, and they oversimplified things by suggesting exercise and journaling." After 6 seasons, My Strange Addiction ended in 2015. Till today, clips from the show still go viral, but no one can answer the biggest question: were the addictions on the show real, or was the entire show one big scam? This next show was built on a foundation of lies and deception. Scare Tactics.
What?
From 2003 to
that shit was real. Shout out my nigga True.
Wait.
I'm thinking of Beyond Scared Straight.
Oh, you talking about Beyond? Oh, True was on Beyond Scared Straight with me.
Yeah, bro. I saw the episode.
2013, Scare Tactics aired 114 episodes, and in every single one,
this was a good show. It was pranks. This one was pranks though.
the goal was the same: to terrify people like never before.
Welcome to Scare Tactics, where the cameras are hidden and people's everyday fears are exposed.
It was a hidden camera show.
This was like Punk. This was like Punk.
Wait a minute.
You remember Punk?
Yes, I remember Punk.
That lured people into terrifying situations.
Childish. They said people's everyday fears.
Nigga, this shit, I ain't gonna lie. This shit was hilarious. It was so scary. I couldn't have did it. But hilarious.
Fire will appreciate the sub.
They thought they were being hunted by monsters, abducted by aliens, or haunted by ghosts. And it was their own friends and family that set them up.
That's some bullshit there.
But the craziest part, nigga, is just how I always thought about it from like, if I'm in their shoes and I don't know this shit, right?
Yeah.
Each episode began with a setup.
Well, I wanted to set up Ryan tonight on Scare Tactics because he always thinks he is so big and bad, and like I just wanted to prove to everyone once and for all, like, you know, he's not as hardcore as he always thinks that he is.
The show went all out, using actors, costumes, and special effects to make everything feel real. The prank always started with something normal, like a job interview or a car ride. Then suddenly things took a terrifying turn.
No, I have nothing to do with it. You want my formula? You want my formula?
And just when the victim was about to lose it, the actors dropped the iconic line, "You're on Scare Tactics."
Because you're on Scare Tactics.
Are you serious?
Your boyfriend Matt set you up.
One of the worst
is
pranks
crazy.
involved a rat monster experiment. The person being set up was hired as an assistant in a mysterious lab. Everything seemed fine until one of the experiments escaped.
There's like a little monster man running around in here. Okay. What was it?
Most viewers thought it was hilarious. Some felt the show was going too
This shit was funny.
It's funny because it's outlandish.
Yeah, this shit.
It's like Hell Date. It's like Hell Date.
Yeah, this shit was. Now, granted, if something happened to somebody, damn. But
I want to hear how it's bad.
far with their scares. And then one day, Scare Tactics scared someone so much she sued the show. In March 2002, Scare Tactics picked their next target, Cara Blanc, a grade school teacher. With help from her friends, they lured Cara to an isolated location. Then out of nowhere, an actor in an alien costume jumped out. Cara panicked. The alien...
An alien.
Look, bro.
An alien.
Think about it. Think about it though. Think about it. Alien. Like, think about it. Let's be so for real, right? You don't know this show exists. We don't know about none of this shit. Me, you, Simba out somewhere. We biking. We see a giant light come through the fucking shit at night. We're like, what the fuck is that?
But I get being scared in a moment. But she sued. Well, it could be a play. It could just be a financial play. You know what I'm saying?
Chased her everywhere. At the last second, the actors revealed it was all fake. Everyone else laughed, but Cara wasn't amused. She was furious and she wanted payback. Cara sued the show, claiming that she had to be hospitalized for physical injuries as well as severe emotional distress. She also asked the court to stop her episode from ever airing. In the end, Scare Tactics paid Cara a low 7-figure sum and her
a low 7, nigga, that's still $1 million. That's still $1 million. That's still $1 million.
Hey, W tactic then, fuck it.
episode was never shown. Since then, more people have complained about the show, raising points like, what if someone had a medical condition? What if they fought back and hurt the actors? But everyone was usually always fine in the end. Even the ones who cried usually laughed when they realized it was all fake. So far, there's been 5 seasons of Scare Tactics, and in October 2024, it was revived for a 6th season.
Laugh it up. You could be next.
I admit, I used to watch this next show back in the day, and I'm surprised it wasn't canceled. Fear Factor.
Oh. Nah, Hey, Joe and all your producers, bro, y'all some sick fucks, bro.
I'll never get over the
y'all
fact.
Sick, bro.
I will to this day. I'll never get over the fact them niggas eating bull balls raw.
Bro, these niggas like that niggas sick. Y'all playing on these, bro. Y'all are sick, bro.
Man, I think there was another show. I don't think it was Fear Factor, where it was the room was dark and niggas. Oh, that smells like ass.
Yeah, it was actually ass. Yeah. Bro, these niggas, bro.
Fear Factor made people face their worst fears for a chance to win $50,000 US.
That's it? Just 50?
Bull balls for 50K?
And the crazy part is that the eating the nasty shit is only like 5% of the show. The shit you gotta do, bro.
But these weren't ordinary fears. They were extreme.
You're gonna climb that 110-foot tower. You will walk to the edge of the platform, and you will leap from the edge, grab a hold of that cargo net. You'll be jumping twice your body length.
Even the host, Joe Rogan, thought something bad could have happened because the stunts were so risky. Luckily, no one got seriously hurt. Still, a lot of terrible things happened because of Fear Factor. Fear Factor premiered on NBC in June 2001, right when reality TV was starting to take off. NBC wanted a show so wild, so extreme that
some of y'all is young as, bro.
Yeah.
Yes, nigga. This
is
where he came from. This is how we know Joe. Yeah. From fucking Fear Factor. Then he moved to UFC and now he's fucking podcasting.
He went from Fear Factor to another show.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure. But like the biggest things we know Joe for is Fear Factor, UFC, podcast.
Yeah.
That nigga, bro, he was
Naughty Joe Young, boy.
And then he was high almost every episode. This nigga Joe was blazed.
No one could ignore it, so they created Fear Factor. In each episode, 6 contestants faced 3 scary challenges. If the contestant was too afraid to complete
the celebrity episodes.
No, they came back and Ludacris is the host.
Oh, you talking about as the host? I thought you saw him in the right there as the host.
Contestants faced 3 scary challenges. If the contestant was too afraid to complete a stunt, they were eliminated. If they failed a stunt, they were eliminated. Before the stunts even started, contestants had to sign a waiver. The waiver stated that no matter what happened, injury or worse, contestants couldn't sue the show. They signed and the madness began.
I'm Joe Rogan. This is Fear Factor. The stunts you're about to see were all designed and supervised by...
Yeah, his shit was leaving him. Yeah, he had to go bald. I'm gonna be there, Joe. I'm gonna be right there with you, twin.
Trained professionals. They are extremely dangerous and should not be attempted by anyone, anywhere, anytime.
How old was Joe during the show? Chat, find out how old Joe Rogan was.
He looked late 20s.
Find out how old Joe Rogan was in this show. Bro.
Well, fuck it. Look it up. Play it. I'm gonna look it up right now.
Each episode started with a crazy physical challenge. Contestants had to do things like hang upside down over 100 feet in the air. The second challenge always involved something disgusting, and the final stunt...
He was born in 1967. The show was started in 01.
33?
He was like 33, 34.
Nigga.
So he was early 30s.
Nigga. That mean we still ain't hit our peak yet.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Niggas was getting rich later, bro. Niggas wasn't shit in their 20s, bro. Sam Jackson, they get rich until, and Steve Harvey, they get rich until they 40s, 50s, nigga.
Oh, Chad, we still got a chance. I don't got to end it yet.
It was the toughest. It combined fear and physical endurance.
Yeah, go ahead. That's one. That was one right there.
You right. You good.
Every challenge was intense, but what really made Fear Factor famous were the disgusting challenges. No one was prepared for how wild they were.
Extremely nervous because I know it's not going to be
I'm not doing this for 50
It's going to be terrifying.
In one episode, contestants had to eat sheep eyes. The camera zoomed in, capturing every gag and shoot, but they were just getting started.
Come on, harness my man up. Give him a helmet. Let's go. Let's do it. Put a helmet on him.
We have people fly cars across a train, a moving train. Okay, there's risk involved in that, right?
Contestants could back out of a challenge anytime. No one was forcing them, but most refused to quit. However, only one person could win the $50,000 prize. Because of these extreme challenges, Joe Rogan expected the series to be canceled after just a few episodes. But he was wrong. Fear Factor was a massive hit. The first 4 seasons were so popular that it became the first network reality show to be syndicated, which means that it aired on other television networks. The show also made Joe Rogan a household name. Then it finally happened. Fear Factor was sued for an episode that went too far. In January 2005, a 49-year-old man watched an episode where contestants drank blended rats. He was so disgusted.
Blended who to what or now? Blended what? I beg your pardon? Play it. Oh, we got some clips today, chat.
That he felt dizzy and lightheaded. In his confusion, he ran into a doorway. He blamed Fear Factor for his injury and sued them for $2.5 million. He said he sued to send a message to NBC and other networks about their programming. However, his case didn't go far. The judge dismissed the lawsuit, calling it frivolous. By the 5th season, viewers were losing interest in Fear Factor. Ratings were dropping. More people criticized the challenges. By 2006, NBC had enough. Fear Factor was canceled after the 6th season. But the show refused to die. In 2011, NBC brought it back, but it was canceled again after 1 season. Then in 2017, Fear Factor returned on MTV. It lasted only 2 seasons before getting canceled again. No reality show has punished contestants as much as this next show.
Wait.
Susunu Denpa Shonen.
Please let it be it. Please let it be it. If this is what I'm thinking about.
Ass one?
Huh?
What you talking about?
This is I think it's the Asian one. Where it was like the Asian wipeout. I hope it's this.
Or is it the one where they Nah, we'll just play it. We'll just play it.
Reality shows are supposed to be fun, but Tsusunu Denpa Shonen was more like torture. And I am not exaggerating. It was literally described as this. The whole point was to push people to their breaking point. Every season, new contestants were thrown into extreme challenges to see how long they would last before breaking down. Meanwhile, millions of viewers watched from home entertained. The show ran from 1998 to 2002, and every season was brutal, but season 1 was the worst. The first season aired in January 1998. It was called Denpa Shonen: A Life in Prizes. The contestant was a 22-year-old man nicknamed Nasubi. The producers wanted someone desperate for fame, someone willing to take on a mysterious challenge without asking too many questions. Nasubi was perfect. He was an unknown comedian trying to make it big. When producers offered him the opportunity to be on TV, he figured it was his big break. Since it was a new show, the producers explained the rules to Nasubi. He would be locked in a tiny apartment without furniture or appliances. He would have no food, no clothing, and no contact with the outside world. His only way to survive would be by entering magazine sweepstakes and winning prizes. He would basically enter contests where he had a chance to win prizes, but there's a catch. The prizes are completely random. You could enter a sweepstake hoping to win a car, but instead you might win a box of ramen noodles. You never know what you're going to get. That was Nasubi's reality. If he won food, he could eat. If he didn't, he went hungry. If he won clothes, he could wear them. Producers told Nasubi he would be released once he won 1 million yen worth of prizes. That was equivalent to around $8,000 at the time. They also promised the footage wouldn't be streamed live. Instead, they would record everything, edit it down, and turn it into a television special. But that was a lie. It was like a real-life Truman Show. It was broadcasted live.
Unbeknownst to him, the show was broadcast weekly across Japan to more than 15 million viewers.
Nasubi thought he was signing up.
This gotta be number one worst. This gotta be
evil.
This gotta be number one worst. It's gotta be, bro. Evil as hell.
For a challenge. Instead, he became the subject of a twisted social experiment. Nasubi expected to win 1 million yen in prizes in a couple of days. Then he would be released. But days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months, and he wasn't winning much. Viewers watched as Nasubi filled countless sweepstake entry forms, celebrating with a dance each time he won a prize. Unfortunately, most of his prizes were bizarre or useless in his situation, like a tent too large to unfold in his room or a bicycle without any space to ride. He barely won food. He sometimes went days without eating, and when Nasubi finally won a piece of meat, he was overjoyed.
No, they're sickos. They're sickos.
He also had no human interaction, so he talked to himself and the camera. After a couple of months, it seemed Nasubi was...
And that's cat food. That's cat food, by the way. If I remember correctly, that's cat food.
I was just about to say, if you see how short his hair was in the beginning to how long it got, it had to be a long time.
That's cat
oh
food,
my god.
Slowly losing his mind. All this time, he had no idea that 15 million viewers around Japan were watching his every move. Nasubi knew the door was open and that he could leave if he wanted to, but he kept going, determined to reach his goal.
At first, I was excited, and I was thinking about all kinds of things, like how to do something funny in this space. After about a week, I began to worry about whether I could really continue this on my own.
It took Nasubi 15 months to win enough prizes to be set free. 15 months of isolation and hardship.
Somebody in chat say lucky it wasn't a year, nigga, it was over a year.
Nasubi's story is the most infamous, but other contestants went through extreme challenges too. In one season, 2 men had to hitchhike all the way from South Africa to Norway. In another, contestants were stranded on a desert island and told to build a raft to escape. These weren't just challenges, they were life or death situations disguised as entertainment. Despite the cruelty, Tsusunu Denpa Shonen was a hit in Japan. Viewers loved watching it. But over time, people started to condemn the show. It felt morally wrong to push people to their limits just for entertainment.
It's upsetting in a lot of ways. What this producer and all the people who worked for him did to this poor guy?
The show finally ended in 2002, but it's considered the ultimate example of how far a reality show will go for attention.
They had that nigga in there for 15 months streaming to millions of people every day. You think they wasn't coming back for a season 2? They sickos, bro. They're sickos. They're sick. That's crazy work.
Reality shows take things way too far, and I believe that entertainment should never come at the expense of someone's well-being, because when the cameras turn off, the damage stays.
Facts, bro. These TV producers be doing, boy. They evil. They sick, boy. Bro. They get the evil people that try to act normal, bro.
Sick.